with a high green indication on the signal mast at Lake Wales Junction, what would be to come our way this morning? Welcome back for a short time to the Sunshine State Rails. Here's just a tiny piece to an all-day outing we took on April 24th, a fairly mundane outing besides this train. We'd only see 2 other trains this day and there really wasn't much special about them, so in the end, it was most fitting to make a solo video about this train on its own. Though the video itself may not be that interesting, the train itself sure was. The train is K42319, profiled on the CSX as an as-needed shipment of ethanol from the Canadian Pacific interchange point at Bensenville, Illinois, down to Yeoman Yard at Tampa, Florida, where a yard job will take said train into the ports of Tampa to be unloaded, mixed with gasoline, and then sold to people to use in their cars. Running through Plant City just before 10 o'clock a.m. with some nice run-through power. The leader being Canadian Pacific. However, there were also 2 BNSF locomotives on this train, a fairly rare SD75M trailing second, and another BNSF GE operating on the very end of the train as a distributed power locomotive. K423, though originating on the CSX system at Chicago, didn't fully originate there. This specific shipment of ethanol began its journey from Mason City, Iowa, where Class 1 Railroad Canadian Pacific brought it from there to their interchange with CSX at Bar Yard in Chicago, where the train was handed off to CSX crews, then hauled on south through the rest of the United States down to Tampa, and right now coming through Plant City. Since this K423 and pretty much all other Tampa-bound ethanol trains originate on other Class 1 railroads, said Class 1 railroads can commonly be seen being used as run-through power, as in power which stayed on the train at the interchange. Obviously, that was part of the case with this run too. And off she goes. Once again, I'm honestly surprised at my luck this time. Having seen this train come through Folkston, Georgia just before 3 o'clock this morning, I was debating on whether a trip to Plant City would yield results or not, or if it would even come through here in daylight, and it turned out to be just on time. Once again, I do have to appreciate the occurrence of an ethanol train passing this town in daylight, as since these trains can originate at any time of any day, no daylight or sunset covering their passings will ever be guaranteed. Though this was only one train and more of like a here's what I got so enjoy it video, maybe you at least found it cool to see some foreign power passing through the infamous town of Plant City. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I appreciate you taking the few minutes to watch this one, but in any case, in Plant City, this is Kotabeaner, and I'll see you next time somewhere. on the Sunshine State Rails.